6 people were injured, including children, after a Russian missile struck a residential area of Uman in the Cherkasy region. Russia also struck Ukraine's Zaporizhia region, killing 1 person and injuring 3 others when a guided aerial bomb hit a house.
Місто було влучання, зруйнована велика кількість житлових будинків, зруйнована одна вулиця, багато житлових будинків, зруйновані дахи, вибиті вікна, пошкоджені двері і майно. Постараємося надати тимчасове житло, щоб ви були в теплі, обігріті і мали де жити.
And for a second consecutive night, Russia launched an attack on Ukraine's Odessa, damaging energy and port infrastructure. Meanwhile, Kyiv said it struck multiple targets in Russia on Thursday, including an oil refining facility, a port, and a military airfield. Ukraine's long-range drone strikes on Russian refineries aim to deprive Moscow of the oil export revenue it needs to pursue its full-scale invasion.
The United States has launched airstrikes targeting militants affiliated with the Islamic State in northwestern Nigeria. A video from the Sokoto state filmed on Thursday shows locals holding metal debris which appears to be part of a projectile. US President Donald Trump said the powerful and deadly strikes were carried out against Islamic State militants, targeting and viciously killing primarily innocent Christians. Analysts have said Nigeria's security crisis affects both Christians and Muslims. In a statement, Nigeria's foreign ministry said it had been given advance notice of the strikes and described them as part of ongoing cooperation with international partners to address the threat of terrorism and violent extremism. Some 130 children and teachers have been released Sunday after being kidnapped by gunmen from their Catholic school in Nigeria last month.
At least 8 people were killed and 18 injured in an apparent bombing attack during Friday prayers at the Imam Ali bin Abi Talib Mosque, an Alawite mosque in Homs, Syria's third largest city. Social media posts attributed the attack to the jihadist extremist Ansar al-Sunnah faction, although no official statement confirmed this. The group has previously threatened to target Alawite majority areas in Homs, Tartus and Latakia. Local sources told Euronews that security forces cordoned off the site, evacuated victims and launched an investigation, partially closing roads to the explosion location. 15 people were injured in a knife and chemical spray attack at a rubber factory in central Japan on Friday. A 38-year-old man stabbed 8 workers and sprayed 7 others with what police believe was bleach at the Yokohama rubber plant in Mishima. 5 of the stabbing victims are in serious condition but conscious. The attacker, wearing a gas mask and armed with a survival knife, was arrested on site for attempted murder. Emergency services sent ambulances and fire trucks to the facility, which employs nearly 1,000 workers. No motive has been disclosed. In prison, former Malaysian Prime Minister Najib Razak was sentenced to 15 years and a hefty 2.8 billion euros in fines and assets after being convicted following a corruption trial tied to the multi-billion-dollar looting of the 1MDB State Investment Fund. The nation's High Court found the 72-year-old former leader guilty on 4 counts of abuse of power and 21 charges of money laundering related to more than 600 million euro channeled into his personal bank accounts. He maintained that the funds were a political donation from Saudi Arabia, though the judge said this claim was incapable of belief.
Southern California experienced its wettest Christmas in years. Another powerful storm rolled into the region on Thursday, potentially causing more flooding and mudslides. Earlier this week, heavy rain and winds were blamed for at least 2 deaths. Forecasters warned the additional rain could increase the risk of debris flows in waterlogged areas scorched by wildfires in January. Residents of Wright Road, a mountain town northeast of Los Angeles, were told to evacuate on the morning of Christmas Eve because of mudslides.